Well, and I guess one thing that we kind of wanted to touch base on too, and I think this is kind of interesting that you had mentioned one of the reasons why you sort of started blogging and like reaching out to people and whatnot is because it was a little bit lonely at the beginning. So how do you even meet friends in Hawaii?
If you have that aloha spirit, which I talked about earlier, the giving respect and getting respect, you're just going to come across people. And at work, a lot of places are staffed by travelers. There is a severe shortage of healthcare professionals on all the islands, which might be hard to believe because you might be like, oh, it's so hard to get to Hawaii, but there's actually a lot of travelers, so you can meet people at work. If you come and you want to live in a house, if you have one of those crazy situations, like I mentioned, where there's like 8 people in your house, people are living on sofas, like you can have roommates, and that's a great way to meet people. There's also a lot of Facebook groups for socializing. There's one that's like just ladies who like to eat and hike, or there's hiking groups, or there's Meetup, which is a website I used a lot, like in California, actually isn't super popular out here. I'd say a lot more of the groups are on Facebook, but there's a lot of ways to meet people just by if you go to the same beach all the time or the same like restaurant, people are going to recognize you because so many people are tourists and transitional that people start to realize who's in the community, and you can talk to people, and people are generally warm and open. So it's super easy to meet people. The hardest thing is that people come and go frequently. So not just us as travelers, but other professionals decide, okay, I'm going to go to Hawaii and, make it work. I'm going to work there. And then after 3 or 6 months or a year, they might realize it's not for them. They're too far from family. They need to go. So I'd say the hardest thing about making friends is just keeping them. A lot of people come and go.